Stand up, class. Read. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, class. How are you?
We are fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Sit down. So today we are going to discuss on computer studies. So before we go for the new topic, I'm going to ask you the previous lesson. Now, we previously talked about the importance of computer. Class, what is the importance of computer?
We use computer to store and analyze our data.
Good, clap for him. Next, what is the importance of computer again?
We use for save our data.
Good. That lesson has already been done. So today we are going to discuss on classification of computer. We have three classifications of computer. We have one analog computer, two digital computer, and three hybrid computer. So as I said earlier, these analog are the type of computer that are used to measure things in a laboratory or any environment that is being possible to do. So digital computer are the types of computer that are used to know the gauges of all what is happening in a computer system. While hybrid computer is the kind of computer that used in hospital in order to test the blood pressure or heartbeat of the patient in hospital. So here you can see by the drawing, these are the diagrams of the both three types of computers. This one is analog computer. In analog computer, we classify them into four. First classification is what? Thermometer. Second is barometer for measuring temperature. While third one is this is scale, car speedometer for measuring the car speed. While the last one is weight scale for measuring the weight material. Now the second one is digital computer. Digital computer is the kind of computer that is being digitalized by the machine or any kind of systematic that showing number, such as calculator or wristwatch. Now the last one is hybrid computer. Hybrid computer is the type of computer used in hospital in order to measure the heartbeat of the patient. So class, with this topic we discuss. Any question to be asked? Hybrid computer is the kind of computer that we use in hospital in order to use the heartbeat of the patient. Next. Yes? The differences between analog and hybrid computer. Analog computer is the kind of computer that is just taking a measure of anything that is being given to the technique. While a hybrid computer is a machine computer that used to test the heartbeat of the patient. Any other question? Okay. Without any question, let me give you an assignment to do. You bring it by tomorrow. So when you go home, you now draw a different types of computer that you know, different from these three classes of computer. So thank you. Class stand up, read.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, class. How are you?
Today we are going to discuss, as usual, under our subject basic science and technology. We are going to discuss on living things and non-living things. But before this, our previous lesson was definition of basic science. What have we discussed as the definition of basic science?
Yes, sir. Science is a study of living things and non-living things.
Very good. This is science. Definition of science says it is studies of living things and non-living things. This is why we are going to proceed from there. Living things are those kind of things that have life, they can live. That means they can eat, drink, or they can move, and so on. For example, under living things, we have animals in these categories. If we see our chart, we can see fish as a living things. Cockroach is an insect. It's also a living things. We have grasses and plants, trees, shrubs, and so on. All of them are living things. Under this, we also have non-living things. Non-living things include stones. Stones are non-living things. This is a plastic bowl. If you see, it's a plastic ball. These plastic balls are plastic balls we use to carry water. Plastic bowl. We used to carry our water. An example of the living things we have discussed so far is fish. This fish, it has life, it moves, and it defends itself by using its fish, the pins it possesses. I hope this one is clear.
Yes, sir.
So any question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I want to know the differences between living things and non-living things.
As we said, all living things can move. Non-living things cannot move. These are different examples. They can breathe. This has gills for breathing. Like in the chart, this is gills. It can breathe. But non-living things cannot. Any other question? Any other question?
No question.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If somebody asks you, a stone a living thing, what will you say, please?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I will say a stone is not a living thing.
Why?
Because stone cannot move from one place to
That's very good. So if this is the case, we are going to give you assignment for today. Under this assignment, you want to number one, collect object in your locality and list them and list their names. This is number one. Number two, categorize the objects into living and non-living things. I hope it is clear. That's all for today. I'm going to call it a day. Kaga, kasar subject, dole ne a sa subject.
Class, stand up, greet. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, how are you?
We are fine.
Thank you very much, class. Our previous lesson we mentioned the 8th part of speech. We have mentioned the 8th part of speech, our previous lesson. So now we are going to make an example in part of speech. So we have done with 8th part of speech we mentioned. So now we make sentence in English. So now we have get good example in noun, pronoun, verb, can you tell me the example? Can you mention the two examples in part of speech our previous lesson?
Yes, sir.
Please stand up. Let's mention.
We have pronoun and adjective, sir.
Thank you very much. Sit down. So now we are going to get a good example in noun, pronoun, verb. So noun is name of place, animal, things. Are we okay? Yes. Pronoun is a word that you use instead of a noun. Verb, anything can take an action, like a going, jumping. So this is example of a noun and pronoun and verb. Is it we have a question? You have a question?
Yes, sir.
So
what is the differences between noun and pronoun?
Thank you very much. Noun is a name of place or things. So pronoun is words that you use instead of a noun. It will qualify a noun. Without pronoun, noun will not be a noun. Are you okay? So now I have given you the good example in the pronoun, verb. Noun exemplar in a sentence. We have two examples in sentence here. We have Audu is going to school every day. This example sentence. Secondly, the book is on the table. Is two examples in a sentence. Please. Can you tell me the good example in a sentence in English? Like this one?
Yes. The example, as we said here, is we can say Mariam is going to market.
Thank you very much. Sit down. So we need to, we have an assignment. I will give you the assignment. Assignment. Our assignment by next, I need to give the example of adjective and example